Good afternoon. It is a late Friday afternoon in Silver Spring, Maryland. My name is Wallace Bass Boyd. I am one of the candidates at the current conference, the Iatdg conference, and I wanted to share a bit about myself. So, again, my name is Wallace Bass Boyd. I am a writer, I'm a storyteller, and I am a fiber artist. Right now, as you can see, I'm spinning what's considered, I'm actually plying silk and merino, a blend of silk and merino, and thinking about, what I wanted to share with you. And this is my third video, so hopefully this will be the charm. And I hope you can hear me with the wind blowing. It's very nice out here. But the first thing I wanted to say is I wanted to talk about my concept. My concept is the Great American Freedom Tour, and I have a web page on it. I have a Facebook group on it, and it's been pretty successful. We have about 300, nearly 350 followers there. And the concept behind is that we travel to expand the imagination. And what I wanted to do as a tour guide and a tour leader is to create that kind of world where it is not a tourist world. It is a world of emissaries and of diplomats and of community building, connecting to others. So it's not just about going to town and showing people and pointing out things. It's about connecting the people to the land, to the culture. That's what I do as a tour leader. That's what I try and do. That's what I've always loved myself. I recently, in 2021, I went to Helsinki, Finland, and it was a great experience. A lot of people wondered, why did you go to Helsinki? And I was like, because I'd heard great things about the educational system there, and I found that Helsinki was a beautiful city and with beautiful people, and I'm so grateful that I went there. But the coolest thing while I was there, besides the saunas, which were awesome, is that I went down to Estonia and to Tallinn, a beautiful medieval city, just incredibly beautiful. And while I was there, I learned about the singing revolution of the 1980s. Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania all participated, and they sang their national anthems across their state borders after joining hands, and their respective national anthems. So they were all singing in different languages. Estonian is more related to the Finnish language, so it's unique even there in Eastern Europe. So in that moment after they sang, the Soviet Union tumbled. Was it the song, or was the Soviet Union too weak to continue? But nevertheless, a song followed the fall, which was beautiful because it reminded me of my stories of growing up in Alabama and being in the church and hearing how song transforms people. And then knowing that there was this civil rights movement that was driven by song. We shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome someday. Oh, deep in my heart. I won't continue. I only have a certain amount of time. Anyway, but you get the idea. But the interesting thing is the Estonians didn't know about the civil rights movement. And of course, the civil rights movement didn't know about the singing revolution. Isn't that very interesting? very powerful movements that were driven by song. My role as a guide is to show people that, is to show how we look different, but there is an underlying thread of humanity, just like this. An underlying thread of humanity that runs through everything. And this call for freedom and democracy goes all the way back to before we knew language. I like for people to understand that what we do as human beings is nothing new. But the thing that I think is so important that we understand that in order for us to achieve things, we have to grow. And if we are putting our burden on others to carry, then we're not growing. We're regressing. And I can say that humanity is worth it. It's worth it to grow because we are truly amazing beings. And it's important that we understand that. I do that by sharing stories about the struggles of African Americans in my tours. I have done tours of Washington, D.C., New York City, Philadelphia, Boston. I've also done tours in the South, Alabama, Birmingham, Montgomery, Selma, Mobile, and then Georgia and Atlanta. I've also done tours of Mississippi and Tennessee, all with that underlying theme of the quest for freedom. Even in my very cool hobby of jazz, you can hear that struggle for freedom in the very lines. So I wanted to just tell you that I'm all about creating, supporting safe, collaborative, just, mind-opening, freewheeling, fun, engaging, dramatic, shamanic, and empowering learning experiences for elementary school students, high school, college students, adults. And doing it with a smile and with Southern style and grace. So I hope to hear from you. My name is Wallace Bass Boyd. I am Gateway City, Washington, D.C. I would love to hear from you. My friends call me Mahay. Please feel free to do that when we're friends. I hope we can be friends. Thank you so much for listening. Have a wonderful day.